विनय न माने जलधि जड़, भय 3 दिन बीत, बोले राम सकोप तब, भय बिन होए न प्रीत.
By now, most of us are familiar with this verse that Air Marshal Bharti quoted in his press briefing on Operation Sindoor. But where is this verse from? What is the context in which it appears, and why is it important for us today? Let us find out. This verse is from the Sundarakand of Sri Ramcharitmanas, which has been written by Goswami Sri Tulsidas Ji. Now, Vibhishan has come to Sri Ram's side, and he has been anointed as the king of Lanka by Sri Ram. And he's asked for his counsel on how to cross the ocean. So this is what Vibhishana says. Kaha Lankesa sunahu raghunayak, koti sindhu soshak, tava sayak, jaddapi tadapi neeti asagai, binaya kariya sagar sanajai. So Lankesh, Vibhishana is now Lankesh, he is the king of Lanka, and he tells Sri Ram, although just one arrow of yours has the ability to dry up 1,000,000 oceans, the Niti says, the policy, the right thing to do, the law, the principled action and stance here is to pray to the ocean god out of respect for his territorial integrity. Also because Prabhu tumhara kul gur jaladhi kahai upaya vichari binu prayas sagar tarihi sakala bhalu kapidhari. So Vibhishana here reminds Sri Ram of the great king in his ancestral lineage who had excavated the ocean, and therefore the ocean god would render some service to him in return. Sakha kahi tumh niti upai. Bhagwan Sri Ram tells Vibhishana that, oh friend, you've told me the right thing to do, and he follows that advice. Prathama pranam keen sirunai. First of all, he bows down to the ocean god. Baithe puni tat darbha dasai. And after that, he spreads a seat made of the kusha grass along the edge of the ocean. And he meditates on the ocean god, sitting there, waiting patiently for him to appear. Thus, 3 days pass. Gaye 3 din bhi. But then what happens? Binayanamanat jaladhi jada. Jaladhi jada. The ocean is unyielding, unmoving. Bole Ram sakop tab bhaya binu hoye na preeti. Kop is anger. Sakop, full of anger. Bhagwan Sri Ram is now enraged. Lachmanaban sarasara anu, sosham baridhi bisika krasano, sathasana binaya kutila sana preeti, sahaja kripana sana sundaraniti. He tells Lakshman, bring my bow and arrow. Let my flaming arrows dry up this ocean. I've been sitting here humbly. I've been beseeching the ocean god for an audience, but he is unmoving, unyielding. Forbearance, politeness, gentleness is construed as weakness by the wicked. Bhaya binu hoy na preeti. And therefore, when the language of love is not understood, you must instill fear. The wicked must be taught a lesson in the language that they understand. It is the language of fear. Asakahi Raghupati chap chadhava. Saying so, the enraged, the furious Sri Ram strings his mighty bow and releases the flaming arrow, the Agnivan. Uthi udadhi ura antarajwala. The ocean rises up in billows and the creatures inside writhe in pain. And when that happens, the ocean god appears, falls at the feet of Sri Ram and begs for his forgiveness. Chamahu nath sab avguna mere. He nath mere sabhi avguna kshama kijiye. We know the rest of the story, of course, how the ocean god then tells Sri Ram about Nala and Neel and the boon that they have received, which then helps them build the Setu, the bridge that takes Sri Rama and his army across the ocean, where they vanquish the evil and find victory. So what is the lesson here? Sri Rama is compassion incarnate. He is empathetic and kind as a king, as a son, as a husband. But when it comes to following his Kshatriya dharma, he is a fierce warrior. So dharma is not about performative compassion. It is not about the convenience of feeling good about yourself. Dharma is principled action. It is about doing what is right in order to maintain Rita, the cosmic order. And how does that happen? It happens through the awareness of the self and the awareness of the other, Swayambodha and Shatrabodha. And that's exactly what our armed forces followed. Namaste.